Well, hey friends, welcome back. I'm Chrissy Allison, the Mindful Math Coach, and this is part 2 of my series on strong curriculum rollout and what you really need for a successful curriculum rollout. Number 2, after you have written down your vision, is choosing some instructional priorities, choosing some areas that you want to focus. Now, this is actually something that I see a lot of schools skip. They implement a new curriculum and that becomes their one and only focus. They're like, that's what we're focusing on this year. We have this new curriculum. And I actually suggest still choosing instructional priorities. And when I say instructional priorities, what I mean is what you want to see in your classroom, what you want to see in those math classrooms when you're walking the building. So you've drafted your vision, you've described what you want to see and feel and look like and sound like in the math classrooms. Now, what are a couple of areas that you really want to hone in on this year that you're going to then leverage the curriculum to help you do? So don't skip this step just because you have new materials, okay? So for example, maybe you want to see students doing more of the heavy lifting. One of the reasons, let's just say, that you're choosing a new curriculum is because you felt like the old one was too rote, the old one was too procedural, the old one was too I do, we do, you do, lecture style, and so you want to adopt new curriculum in order to help shift the lift to students. Then I say, pick shifting the lift as one of your priorities and name that. And the reason is because otherwise it can get lost. You can lose the forest through the trees. You're adopting this new curriculum in order to help you shift instruction, but if you don't actually call out the shifts you want to see, what you'll find is people applying the same instructional practices they were using before and just overlaying them onto the new curriculum. And so you really want to work on those priorities, work on shifting instruction through the lens of understanding and internalizing and unpacking the new curricular materials, but not in the absence of it. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions, but I've seen this time and time again where schools just say, our math priority this year is the new curriculum. And they're often disappointed at the end of the year when they're like, well, people are using it, but we're actually still seeing the same shit we saw with the old curriculums. But we've spent a lot of time doing a lot of unpacking and people have been really frustrated because they're using these new materials. So, and they feel like we didn't see the return on investment. We feel like we've kind of wasted our time and energy. Like, why did we do that? Maybe we would have even been better off just sticking with the old one. So I don't want you to do that. I know you don't want to do that. So again, before you actually get into the nitty gritty of like unpacking the curriculum, take a few minutes, take part of the meeting and do steps 1 and 2. Again, step 1 is getting your vision down on paper. Step 2 is picking some instructional priorities. All right, I'll see you in the next video.